Hey everyone, so I've had a lot of requests as to how I made this blue shirt here. So I don't have a shirt I can show you with here, so I'm just gonna walk you through on this. So these are the things I use, typically anything I can find. I needed something circular, so I just got a plain plate, scissors of course, something to draw with. So this is made to draw on fabric, and of course the seam cutter, always good to have. So the first step, I want it to have these sides cut, and obviously you can't cut through the seams. This shirt here would have been ideal because it doesn't have a side seam. However, this one here did. You're always better off to use the stretchy material as opposed to this plain cotton stuff. So step number one, and you'll see here I've just drawn out a line so you can see, literally just put a plate on it, sketched it out, did that on both sides, giving me this little inner thing, inner section, like so. Grab the scissors, cut right through to that line. So you'll see I kind of stop right at the line there to give me the space I want. Now as you go and pull it, because of the seam will actually rip. So what I've done then is, let's see if we can see that here, just gone back and tied each one up together, double knot, so it stays nice and firm. So when I wear it, I don't actually unravel my shirt. Next step on this was I threw it on and just did one single weave all the way down and just tied it at the bottom. So as you know, when you weave at the very bottom, you can just snip it and tie it on. Okay, so that's the sides, nice and simple. Then for the neck, I think a lot of people wanted to know how I did that. I simply did kind of like you see in the back, just cut lines, making them smaller. Now I did start with a round neck, so we cut that off, cut the seam off. So I prefer V-necks, so there we go. Did a couple of lines, just did one simple weave, so I can show you here. When you pull it in here, it's just a weave. Now because this is a very tight shirt, you're able to actually just bring it right out to the very edges. Let's see, here we go. You just kind of stretch it right out to the edges, and then it'll stay there like so. At the very bottom, grabbed the seam cutter. Oh, can't get it open. Anyways, grab the seam cutter, make a little tiny hole, and made a little bow there. It's quite dangerous to give me scissors, so I didn't stop there. I also did the back, so just cut it and decided not to weave it and just leave it open. And then there were the sleeves. The sleeves, I literally just made an incision right there. Just before the seam is where you want to stop so it doesn't unravel down the side. Cut the top right up, again just to the seam so it doesn't unravel, and then made cuts all the way on both sides. I always use all my pieces, so the leftover seams, this little bit that I had, that I always chop off, I use that to tie the very top here, so it brings it in a bit more. There we go, like so. Let's see, just a cute little bow, and there you have it. There's the shirt.